Welcome to the Rescue Rundown at the Oklahoman's Video Studios. I'm Dave Morris, joined as always by Abby Wolfe from the Central Oklahoma Humane Society. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, how are you?
Who's your friend? Oh, I'm doing well, thank you.
This is an unnamed female puppy, Australian cattle dog mix. She's about 2 months old and she is a little scared right now, but she's definitely going to find her home today.
She's making her worldwide debut.
That's right, it's a big day for her.
Well, tell me the background. When did you guys get her? Does she have friends?
She has
Siblings?
2 litter mates.
Okay.
One has already been adopted. We have another one that she misses back at the adoption center right now. She actually came to us through the Oklahoma City Animal Welfare, and we pulled her a couple weeks ago, and she just had her spay surgery yesterday, so she's ready for adoption.
Wow, look at that. How cute is
Isn't
that?
she adorable?
2 months old, she doesn't even have a name yet.
She
Do you guys have any
doesn't.
leading candidates for names?
We don't. You know, we get so many animals through that sometimes it's hard to get a gauge on their personality.
Sure.
That matches their name, and we want to do the best job possible to name them, and so we're going to turn it over to you guys and see if you want to name her.
You guys can submit names that you think might be appropriate for this little girl. Submit them on social media. Use the hashtag #RescueRundown, and we'll see if it sticks, and you can play a part in this little girl's life. In the meantime, she can be found.
She can be found at 7500 Northwestern today. I don't think she'll last much longer than that.
All right, very good. Today, by the way, we're going to be talking about microchipping, the safety benefits and health benefits that provides. But let's back up a little bit. We are right in the middle of the 12 days of Catmas, and you guys had photos with Santa Paws this past weekend. How was that event?
It was great. It was a lot of fun, a fun way to raise some money to help dogs and cats in our community. So, good time.
We also, last week, were talking about the 5 reasons to adopt a pet, and that made the front page of Monday's section in Monday's newspaper. What was the response to this?
Great. So far, everyone is saying thank you, especially in the rescue community, for publishing the reasons to adopt an animal. I mean, we all know them, but it's not common knowledge, in Oklahoma especially, why adopting is the best option for finding a new pet.
And that was one of the topics we had, was adopt, don't shop, and look at how adorable that little picture there is.
Aww.
Which we should say we made the inside of it from Kelly Wilson Photography.
That's right.
Provided that photo. All right, moving ahead, microchipping. As I've mentioned a couple times on this show, I have 2 cats.
Yes.
And I believe they're both rescue cats, and I believe one is microchipped, one is not, just because of the way it worked out when I took them in. Why microchip?
Microchipping is a very proactive way to prevent your animal from being euthanized in a shelter if it's ever lost. Here's the statistics. 1 in 3 animals are going to be lost, 1 in 3 pets, and only 10% of those that are not microchipped are returned to their owners. So accidents happen, you know, every parent is not perfect, and
Dog gets away, cat scampers out.
absolutely slips a leash or opens the gate by itself or whatever it may be. A dog can get out. A microchip, 1, helps you get your pet back to you, but then also saves its life in case you know, the shelter is running out of room.
Well, let's talk about what a microchip is and what a microchip is not.
Yes.
Is the government going to track us down because the dog has a microchip?
You would be surprised how many times I'm asked this question. No, it's not a tracking device.
So it's not a GPS device?
No, it is simply a tag within the system to be able to identify your pet.
Tell me about the systems. So does that mean veterinarians and they can log in?
Yeah, the process is really simple. Your pet is injected, a simple injection, and then from there, if your pet is ever found and it's taken to a shelter or a vet's office, or even PetSmarts have them, or OK Humane or any other rescue, we have scanners that can scan the microchips and then identify you within our systems.
So it's not a GPS device. I can't pull up my cat on my iPhone and say, hey, where are you at right now?
As much as we wish that we could see what they're doing at home, that's not what a microchip is.
And the location of the microchips typically, I believe, are shoulder blade areas.
Yeah,
correct?
between the shoulders right here. This little one actually has one. So it's located right in here. It's about the size of a rice grain, so it's very tiny. Rarely can you feel them, and it's done by injection.
Is there a good or a bad time to do this? I'm assuming most surgery should be when they're younger, but even older?
It is
Probably some
anytime
benefits.
you can. I think microchipping is so important that if it takes a couple of seconds. The pet does not need to be knocked out to be able to inject a microchip. It's something that you can do while they're awake, and it's relatively painless. It's an injection. So anytime is a good time.
All right, we mentioned the 12 days of Catmas and the event you had going on. What are the costs of microchipping? Segue into, you guys have a microchip event this weekend.
Well, we have regular low pricing for microchipping all the time. So this event, yes, it's very special. It has free microchips, but our regular price is just $25. So if you want to stop by OK Humane Place to get one, it's always affordable.
Do people need to call ahead? Is this an appointment situation, or is it a pretty fast procedure?
For regular pricing, it's best to call ahead at our clinic, but the event this weekend allows us to do them without appointments for free, sponsored by Hudiburg Subaru. It's just a really great event.
It is free microchip, low-cost vaccine event. Hudiburg Subaru is from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Hudiburg Subaru, located at South Shields and I-240. And as she mentioned, if you can't make it, $25, I believe, at OK Humane Place. That is at 6002 Southwestern Avenue in Oklahoma City. And again, if you have ideas for what this lady should be named, hashtag Rescue Rundown on your social media, your Facebook and your Twitter accounts, even your Instagram accounts.
That's right.
You guys are all over the place in that. What else should we know about the microchipping?
You know, microchipping, a lot of people are afraid of it. It seems like a weird thing to put something in a pet's body, but honest to goodness, especially with storm season coming in a few months, it's a really good time to get it done because it's the fastest way. If you want to be reunited with your pet quickly whenever they've been lost, we all know the panic that sets in when you cannot find your pet. This is a fast way to get them back.
Are you going to add a fourth member to your family? A fourth dog?
I don't think the other dogs could handle that right now.
She's sitting here whimpering the whole time.
She
adopt
is.
me, adopt me.
She is. She's like, take me back to my sibling, please.
She's like, I don't know what this monkey is, so I want my siblings back. Abby Wolfe, the Central Oklahoma Humane Society, great to see you.
Great to see you,
Thanks for
too.
bringing this lady in.
Thank you for having us.
Anytime.
You got something to say?
She's ready to sing or yawn, I'm not sure. All right, more Rescue Rundown can be found on newsok.com.